much older than me. At first we did not get along, but when I did open up to him, we became good friends. After my parents had divorced, I had resentment about my mother finding a new person to be in their life, but I'm very grateful that he did come into our lives. I can say that Larry was one of my best friends, mentors, and heroes. He taught me more personally about how to live my life correctly and how to treat other people, and about knowledge of my own creation than anyone else I have known. I have never thought of myself to be religious, and for a long time I thought it was a silly thing. But Larry taught me the core message behind all of it, and not through his stories, but through his own actions. What I appreciate of his message are his admonitions about discernment, to turn away from angers, hatreds, greed, lusting for power or position, dominance over others, and to be patient and loving and merciful in all things, to care for the poor and low of station, and to treat all as your brothers and sisters, and even going further, to hold no angers, even to his enemies. Love your enemies. He gave selflessly to anyone who needed it, He gave selflessly to anyone who needed it, and he offered it. He gave selflessly to anyone who needed it, who needed help, and to those that needed the help. And even if they refused or did not want it, he offered it anyways, unconditionally. He knew that all are divine in the eyes of the Creator. In Larry's free time, he loved to do recreational activities. He was always singing, listening to sweet music. He was an avid athlete into the time when he could not physically do the things he loved. I spent many times riding a bike around town with him, talking about his life, my own, and the world around us. On his Tuesday paper routes is where I truly became best of friends with him. During the time of him learning about nutrition response testing, we would listen to lectures about nutrition, applied kinesiology, and clinical case studies, all leading to an application of the practice he wanted to do that would fulfill his practice in chiropractic. We would listen in the car and take it in, and he would later have me test it on him so he could remember it all and pass his courses. Nutrition response testing was the missing key to his practice, and he was so thankful to stumble across it after 30 years as being a chiropractor. I think he would have wanted everyone to know that diet is the most important thing in caring for your body. You need to know what you're putting in yourself. When he was in Alaska, he said he would adjust people and they would not come back for weeks or months. But when he moved back to New York in the 90s, he would have people coming back with the same problems week after week. Malnutrition is a huge problem in these lower states, and though it may seem normal for people to have problems in health, it always has a cause. The biggest cause of health problems is nutritional deficiency due to the American Diet Guidelines and industrialization and commercialization of agricultural practices. This was evident for him with the clear change in the state of bodies from Alaska to New York. Because of Larry, I understand what the job is to do here in life. He taught me as a person searching for love and compassion. To me, one of his greatest contributions was as a guide to a most compassionate nature that is present in all of us, should we decide to cultivate it. All of creation is our mutual gift. No matter of compromised station or born into comfort and ease, we are all one. The manifest of the divine. Defile, pollute, exploit, and destroy this most sacred gift, and you do harm directly to whom has bestowed this blessing to all of us. Let me be gentle, kind, compassionate in my ways, long-suffering, generous, giving, tender of touch and hand, and let my presence on earth leave little mark of my passing, and say what I have done to help others, just like my friend Larry. May God's peace be upon his soul.